Tristana in major regions, I believe. At least the second Tristana mid.
I know who's been scrimming who.
Do you think they play Vitality this week, Betty?
Okay, so suffer in this lane matchup.
You're diving. That's what Malrang's doing. He doesn't really care about the fact that he's not getting any camps. He's looking for the dive on Sertuss in the mid lane. Now, Larssen obviously can get the reset on his W if he jumps forward, jumps back to his advance, going in. Malrang taking up the tower. Sertuss trying to get back to safety. One more auto is enough, and Koi on the board.
Very clean dive from Koi. You can see the observers highlighting that ward for us. It was Malrang that dropped the ward on the wolves. The ward gets dropped on the blue buff by the Renekton, but we're back to the action.
Looking for the kill on Trymbi here. Cleanses away from the bubble, has to flash afterwards. Doss trying to get the auto attack in for the extra shield, and the ignite ticks. And there is a kill for Doss in the bottom lane.
Wow, huge credit to Exakick and Doss there. Comp and Trymbi falling short in the 2v2 once again. Larssen now in a bit of danger.
Uses the flash to escape.
They need to find one winning side of the map, given that they are getting pushed and bullied on the top side. Larssen with this pressure in mid. They're threatening the dive on top of Relevant. Gonna go into Mega Gnar though.
It's about 3 minions away from hitting 6 as well. If one of these dies underneath the tower, he might be able to get there. Just needs one more minion, but he can't get it! Still only 5, no Gnar for him. A perfect dive from Koi in the top lane. SK bot lane, although they had a few stumbles near the start, have really started to come into their own. Obviously taking advantage of the fact that Koi bot lane is struggling as the root goes down on Trymbi, but they can't quite get the damage down to finish him off.
It's a bit of a shame that Markoon's on the top side of the map because they could be threatening a dive
right now.
They
can still threaten a dive. You can always use the Yuumi to tank the tower, and that's exactly what they do. Doss tanks the tower shot, now they can look for comp as well. He does have the cleanse, but there's nothing really for him to cleanse away from. Exakick flashes, and in the 2v2 on the bottom lane, Doss...
Markoon lying in wait, ready to offer assistance.
It's underneath the tower, there's the Nature's Grasp coming out. Irrelevant will be rooted by it. Larssen jumped in as well, but couldn't find any purchase on the Lucian, so very hard for him to get close. Really needs Markoon to lead the charge, and the Dragon has been begun here by Koi. Sertuss trying to get in here. Double TP is being used as SK try and fight for the third Drake. Nature's Grasp coming in. Markoon on that front line. Sertuss onto the back. Final chapter being used as well, and Sertuss is doing a lot of damage here. The smite comes in from Malrang as Koi secured that third Dragon. Flash away by Malrang as well, but now they're corralled into the zone of death. A wall of history. Comp cleanse, jumps away. Trymbi low though. Exakick still on the chase, and the TP behind them by Sertuss as he tries to lop them off. Trymbi going low, Sertuss gets the double, flashes away from Szygenda. Another one on the menu, that's 4 so far for SK as they look to make it 5. Comp has nowhere to go, and Sertuss and Markoon will slay him where he stands.
A complete ace from SK, 5 for 0 in there.
SK did that very, very quickly. They are going to start up this Baron. Malrang on his way, no ultimate for him for about 20 seconds. TP coming in from Larssen as well as they try and keep SK from securing the big purple worm. Malrang, no flash. Obviously has the twisted advance, but they don't have vision in the pit right now, and it looks like Koi will give it up. Baron now secured for SK. Along with it, a 6,000 gold.
SK lineup just playing the fight so well. Good use of the W there from Sertuss. Waited for the smite slow from Markoon, and they do actually hand that kill over to Markoon. Secure. What was that face? What? I too thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Wow, what a commanding performance from SK. 26 minutes in, and they've blown this game wide open.
It's going to be an inhibitor here. Koi giving it up. Larssen is backing, but that inhibitor falls very quickly. Oh, inhibitor tower at least. SK can continue to push. Markoon trying to act as a bouncer as Koi and Malrang try and flank. Nature's Grasp coming out. Now they'll all line up behind that big Sejuani. None of them get rooted. Larssen jumping forward. Final chapter being used as well. The bubble does connect. Malrang going forward with the twisted advance. Sertuss isn't here, but Malrang's already dead in a 4v5. SK still coming out on top. Markoon's going to reset. The inhibitor has been felled. And 7,000 gold in the league. In the lead. SK look to make it a clean.
In the week 1, they couldn't really translate it onto stage, but they are translating it right now as they knock onto the towers of Koi's base.
And Koi, after a good first week, really struggled this week. Currently 0-3 in their last 3 games. Looking to try and upset it a little bit, get that win on the board, get out of that losing streak, but SK are not giving them an inch, not giving them a moment to breathe as they push forward for this second inhibitor. Szygenda trying to get round on the flank. Markoon stops him in his tracks. As the second inhibitor felled by SK. Answer that, Irrelevant can split down towards the bottom side. Markoon looking for Szygenda across the wall. Can't quite get the stun down. Szygenda pops the Dominus. Irrelevant trading with Comp. SK don't have a minion wave. The Nature's Grasp blocked by Markoon once again. Bubble coming in as well, but Markoon very tanky, and that's the guy that you want on the front line if you can have him. Gnar into the wall. Exakick goes unstoppable as he dashes forward. The final chapter going on to Comp as well, and Sertuss now diving in. A little bit late to the party, but timing his entry perfectly as he dashes back out. And Koi do lose a man. Exakick healed up so much. Oh, Trymbi's by himself! You can't stand that close to a Lucian. The Light Slinger will take you down. Exakick putting down the DPS in this game. Comp trying to dash forward. Markoon has the Glacial Prism back up. Comp dashes away with the Arcane Shift. But SK, TP in. Glacial Prism on Comp. The culling being used as well. SK, they can chase them down here, or they can just go for the Nexus Towers. Larssen flashes across the wall. DOS was on Sertuss' shoulders, so SK a little bit split, but those Nexus Towers the target right now. The second one will fall, and SK, after a disappointing start, have toppled Titans this weekend. Hysteria for them as they go 4-0, killing off Koi.
A surprisingly dominant game from SK. Yeah, the start was slow, but so much of the credit needs to be given to their bot lane. The fact that they were just straight up outplaying Comp and Trymbi, this was not something that I was expecting coming into this week. This duo, this team has leveled up coming into week 2, and they can be